How does a student decide as to which sector he/she is best suited for?
Good question. Well, I think to my mind, all sectors are good, and the grass is always greener on the other side. And there are today, so much of information which is available nowadays. Whether it's on internet, whether it's through social media, one can keep on interacting with people. One can read about so many things, and then develop an interest about which areas they are interested in. I think students should possibly spend more time, surfing on the net, not just on the Facebook or social media websites, but also, going through various companies' website, also doing some industry research, going through sites which are full of knowledge, along with, reading some articles, some newspapers, understanding the challenges and opportunities in this industry, also interacting with, practicing professionals and, drawing some insights about that particular field. And that's how students would get interested, in terms of as to what area, what sector they should follow. Typically, students follow sectors, which sometimes could be overhyped, or sometimes they feel that that this sector is particularly good paymasters. So you would find students sometimes, chasing investment banking or FMCG sectors or IT sector, or even, for that matter, manufacturing sector. But they realize that, the hardships are equally, there. In a sense, investment banking may appear very glamorous, but at the end of the day, there is a lot of hardship. So one should, figure out what is their area of interest. Is it sales, marketing, finance, support function, and where you can possibly work. Because I believe all these functions are interchangeable. You can move between different industry. And I believe that any student should move between different industry, because when you move between different industry, that's when your experiences get enriched. If you only work in one industry, or then possibly you may become technical expert in that industry, but possibly your experience may not be as enriching as what somebody who. But while having said that, I would also warn that people should spend minimum 4 to 5 years at least in some industry, so as to gain a good insight about that industry. It's not like working for 1 year in every company or every industry, you hardly get any experience. Because by the time you understand the organization, understand your role, it takes about more than 3 to 4 months as well, right? And by the time you perform, it takes another 3-4 months. So I guess students should understand where their interest lies, which are the organizations, which are the industry, which are the sunrise industry, which are the new industry. You never know. I mean, who would have thought of Google or social media as organization or as an industry? So you will get to see more and more such new things coming in time to come.